Good afternoon. I've just finished watching the game between Liverpool and Man United at Anfield. Liverpool won 2-0. Last minute goal by Salah. But the most important action happened yesterday at the Emirates Stadium at 3 o'clock. Very rare for Arsenal fans to get a 3 o'clock kickoff. It was against Sheffield Wednesday. Sorry, Sheffield United. Apologies to United fans who may watch this. It's against Sheffield United, who who started to play with six on the table, playing a very adventurous system, 3-5-2, really overlapping centre backs. And I thought during the game, especially the first 40 minutes, Arsenal struggled to cope with Sheffield United's formation, especially with the interchange of play between O'Connell and Ender Stevens. And I think what happened in those first 40 minutes, I thought Sheffield United had probably the better chances during that period. Also, most importantly, they coped easily with Arsenal's attempts to play out the back or try and get on the counter attack. They got bodies when they didn't have the ball. Sheffield United made themselves a back five and made themselves very difficult to penetrate. And I felt that they bullied up Arsenal, but we kept going. And then on a stroke of half time, managed to get a goal. Got into change, started by Mesut Ozil, which included a split pass, which finally went forward to Saka. Saka gets a deflected cross, and Martinelli, who was Arsenal's most adventurous player in that first half, got the goal, put it 1-1. And then in the first maybe 20 or 30 minutes, I thought that we were, without being in control, I felt that we slightly edged it. I think one of the worrying things about us was two things. Firstly, the form of Lacazette in the last third. There's no doubt Lacazette works his nuts off in certain areas, but in the last third, I think where we really need him and where we really pay our money, he's probably not in the right, sort of physical shape to take those chances. For instance, his body shape's all wrong when he does get these chances, and it's probably one of his poorest games yesterday. And because of we have a very how do I say it? We struggle to break teams down. Our cutting edge is not as good as it has been in previous years, even during the lean years under Arsene Wenger. And we don't know how to kill teams off. Hence the fact that within 10 minutes to go, Sheffield United get a well-deserved equaliser through John Fleck. And even afterwards, towards the end, it was more likely that Sheffield United looked like the ones who were going to win it. They had two chances where they both were cleared, were blocked towards the end. One from McBurney, also a shot again from Fleck was blocked as well. And I felt they're the ones who finished much stronger. In terms of Arsenal under Arteta, there's no doubt that a lot of Arsenal fans feel optimistic, especially about the way he's going about things, the way he's making us more physical in terms of athletic and making us more compact when we don't have the ball. He's also getting us to press into people's faces, and he is trying to get us attacking numbers. But I think one of the things Mikel needs to look at is our cutting edge. Are we getting the best out of certain players? For instance, Lacazette is struggling. Should Lacazette be sort of more confined to the centre forward position where he can be fresh and get his body shape right when he's got the chances? And also, most importantly, one of the things we called Mesut Ozil to do is work his nuts off, which he is doing for the team. But is this at the expense of what we really want him to do? Because since he's come back in the side, firstly under Unai Emery, we haven't seen in Mesut Ozil being involved in the cutting edge of our attack in terms of like the assists, no goals since he's come back to the side. So that's going to be something that's probably going to be on Mikel Arteta's mind going into the next few matches. We've got a massive game in 2 days' time against our London rivals, a reverse fixture from the game on the 29th of December when we played well again against Chelsea, went 1-0 up, and again that old adage, lack of cutting edge, kind of killed us, and Chelsea managed to grab control of the game. Obviously, Arteta's got a selection situation we need to look at. Will he go with the same players? Is he happy with the midfielders, Xhaka and Herrera? Will Danny Ceballos come into the side to give us more creativity? Also, Eddie Nketiah, when he came on, looked pretty sharp. Will he be considered for a start against Chelsea? It's all these little conundrums that Arteta needs to look into, because although people are happy with what's happened, it's still a situation where in 5 games he's only won one. Not albeit Arsenal have only lost once. and there is a lot of hard work and endeavour. He needs to be getting 3 points. People were saying that let's forget about the top four, let's concentrate on Europa League and the FA Cup, and I fully agree with them. But you never know with football. It's not unless it's mathematically impossible for Arsenal to get into the top four. Obviously, we just have to win as many games as we can and see where it takes us at the end of the season. So, I think if we are going to get a decent result against Chelsea, then we need to look at that cutting edge. In terms of my man of the match, I was very happy with Mustafi. He had a very good game, contrary to the criticisms he received from the beginning of the season, hence his exclusion from the team. I was very happy with Martinelli as well, and then David Luiz did well as well. So there are encouraging signs, but unless you put teams away in the Premiership, you're always going to struggle, and you're not going to, like I said, win the games you should be winning. I'll speak to you soon.